Hello yogis, hello friends, my name is Nina and welcome to this Gentle Yin Yoga Sequence designed to prepare you for a deep, restful sleep. Tonight we are going to just slow down, connect with our breath and ease our body into stillness. We are going to hold each pose for a couple of minutes, so we're really going to let the tension melt away. And this sequence, you can actually do it in the bed as well, so you can drift away into Shavasana, after Shavasana to your sweet dreams right away. I would also advise you to have props if you have them at home, so blocks or just cushions, your pillow, blankets, anything that's going to help you and support you a little bit. So let's start in a butterfly pose. So bring your soles of the feet to touch and make this like a diamond shape with your legs. You may play around with the angle here, so if your hips are feeling a little bit more tight, you can slide your feet a little bit more farther away from your hips. Just find an angle that is going to work for you, and of course right away you can use blocks or bolsters, whatever have you, to support your head as we are going to fold forward and just allow our spine to naturally round. So in Yin Yoga, we don't want to pull, we don't want to push into the pose. Just allow the gravity to do the work for you. You may close your eyes. Inhale through your nose. And then exhale out your mouth. And really feel with each exhale the tension melting away. Feel your muscles softening, your lower back, your hips. And come into the stillness. Just a couple of more breaths here. Maybe you'll notice that you're folded a little bit deeper. And on your next inhale, start to come back up, but really push into your hands. Go very slowly. There's no rush. Very good. Let's come into our next pose, which is Dragonfly. So you want to extend your legs to the sides, making this V shape. You can bend your knees slightly, that's perfectly fine. If this is too intense for you and you feel discomfort in your lower back, you can always sit on a yoga block, or I'm just gonna sit on my blanket. Lifting your hips is going to help a little bit with the pose. You're going to be able to relax a little bit more, and as you relax, then you can also go deeper. So don't try to push yourself really into the pose. Use any prop that you need and you're gonna be able to go deeper. And then just fold forward again, rounding through your spine. There's no pushing, there's no pulling, there's no forcing. Use maybe a prop or a bolster or a yoga block to support your forehead. And again, close your eyes. And each time you exhale, feel the tension in your inner thighs just melting away. In Yin Yoga, we don't use our body to come into the pose. We use the pose to come back to our body after a long, stressful, hectic day. This is perfect to help you unwind and come back to yourself. Try to keep your breath steady, sending your inhales to your belly and extending your exhales. In a moment, we are going to start to come out of the pose. So just like with butterfly pose, be very mindful and very gentle. Don't make any harsh movements. Don't act too fast. So as you inhale, start to push into your hands. And slowly, slowly, very sweetly, like honey, come back up. You maybe want to use your hands to bend your knees again. And let's come into our next pose, which is Reclined Shoelace. So lay down on your back. I'm just gonna move my blanket. I won't be using my props right now. And for the shoelace, just cross your right leg over your left one and bring your knees toward your chest. You can hold with your arms your knees. If you want, you can stay here or slide your hands to your shins, or you can hold to your feet with your arms. Whichever variation you choose. As you exhale, really try to relax your shoulders, send them away from your ears, and really feel as they melt to the ground. With each exhale, notice your outer hips softening, relaxing. Maybe even a little bit your lower back. And again here, try to take deep belly breaths. Keeping your breath steady. Keeping your exhales long. Now just place your left foot onto the ground and move your hips a little bit to the right. We are coming into the Reclined Twist. So just allow your knees to fall to the left, making this cactus shape, this T shape with your arms. And if this is too intense for you, you can just stack your right knee on the top of the left one, or you can use a yoga block under your knees to support them a little bit. So twists are one of the best ways to neutralize our spine, especially after the long day. If you were sitting a lot, if you want, you can keep your head neutral or turn your head to the right. It's going to intensify the stretch a little bit. But again, really try to keep your deep belly breaths. If you feel that you cannot breathe deep enough, you are probably twisting too much, so maybe just use a prop or do some other variation of the pose. And try to keep your right shoulder connected to the floor as much as possible. It's going to lift maybe a little bit, depends a little bit about on your anatomy, but really try to keep it as close to the ground as possible. Rather use a prop underneath your knees. And when you find your shape, just relax into it. On your next inhale, bring your knees back to the middle and cross your legs. And let's do our reclined shoelace on the other side. So this time cross your left leg over your right one and bring your knees to your chest. Again, you may just hold onto your knees or your shins or your feet with your hands. But in each way, really try to keep your upper body as soft as possible. Hands are going to work just a little bit. They are pulling the legs, but other than that, try to keep everything soft, even your face. And don't forget about your deep belly breaths. And let's come into our reclined twist on our left. So this time just place your right foot onto the mat and shift your hips to the left. And just allow your knees to fall to the right. Again, making this T shape or cactus shape with your arms. Finding the asana, the expression that works for you. Turn your head to the left if you want to, if it feels good for your neck. And just continue to breathe slowly, steady, and allow the tension to completely melt away. On your next inhale, bring your knees back to the middle. And let's come into our last asana, our sweet Savasana. I'm just going to use my blanket and place it underneath my knees to make this pose a little bit more comfortable. Take all the space you need. Palms facing up. Relax your entire body. Relax your face, your brows. Unclench your jaws. And really feel the ground supporting you. You are safe. You are at ease. So allow yourself a couple of minutes for your sweet Savasana. There is no place to be, there's nothing to do. If you are in your bed, you may drift to your sweet dreams right away. This is where I will leave you. Thank you, Yogis, for sharing your practice with me. Good night and namaste.